Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video we have this 2024 Honda Odyssey, and we're going to do the side chrome delete installation for this vehicle. So as you can see, this is how the side panel looks before doing the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So we use the gloss black material in order to black out the side panels. Link for the product will be provided below, but with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. These are the tools you need for the installation. So before we start with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the side panel. So all we need is baby shampoo mixed with water in a spray bottle. Once you have your solution, spray it onto a clean microfiber towel and remove any contaminants that each panel may have. Make sure that once you're done prepping the panel, that everything's completely dry. That way the adhesive on the film is able to tack down to the panel. So we're going to start with the piece that covers this section here. All we need to do is just align this cutout design to this section of the panel. So align it there, make sure you're covering the chrome, and then just lay it flat until you reach to this end. It's pretty simple. All we have to do now is just grab our squeegee, secure the film, tack everything down, make sure to remove all of the air from the film. You could tuck in the film underneath here, and whatever is excess material, we will trim it off after we finish applying heat. So just tack everything down first, secure it, apply heat, and then trim off excess material on the edges. So just grab your heat gun, apply heat to the entire panel. That way the film starts shaping to the design of the panel, and then we'll trim off the excess material. And then you would just start trimming off the excess material. So right here with this one, you trim it off right on the edge. Just be very careful when you're trimming it off, not to expose too much of the chrome. So trim it right on the edge and carefully remove it. And then just go around. If you have any more excess material, trim it off. Just be very careful. Insert your blade around this gap. Trim off. Follow the design, and you should be good. And then once we're done here, you can move on to the next piece. So now we're moving on with the next panel. So with this one, align it right on the edge here. Make sure you're covering the chrome on the edge, and then you can use the lower half of the panel as a guide to align the rest of the film. So just guide it little by little. Make sure you're covering the chrome until you reach it to this end. You would then just go ahead and grab your squeegee, start tacking everything down. Make sure to help the film secure to the panel. Remove all of the air that's trapped underneath. And then we'll apply heat once everything's been tacked down, and then trim off excess material. Once you finish placing the whole film down, grab your heat gun, apply heat just to help the film start molding to the design of the panel, and then we'll trim off any excess material. So when it comes to trimming off the excess material on the top section, there is a gap in between the chrome panel and the gasket. Create an outline with your finger to create that gap. Insert your blade once you find that gap, and then just trim it off carefully. You don't need to apply too much pressure. It's just if you're tracing the film, and that's pretty much it. And then just trim off all the material that's excess on the top, and you should be good. Once you're done trimming off the excess material, apply heat around the edges to help the film sit, since it was trimmed off around the edges. And then the same steps that were done here, repeat it for the rear door. So with this one, like I mentioned, it's the same process when it comes to doing the installation. Just start by aligning it on the edge here first. Use the lower hand as a guide to align the rest of the film. Just follow the design of the curve. So lift it, align it to the curve, and you should reach it up to this edge. Once you place it, do the same steps. Grab your squeegee, start tacking the film down, help remove any air that's trapped underneath the film. And then same steps, apply heat, trim, and you should be good. Okay, so when it comes to installing this piece that covers the next section of the panel where the quarter window is located, you're going to start by aligning this piece to this edge here first. So place the film, align it right on the edge, and once it's aligned, follow the same procedure, which is just using the lower half as a guide to align the rest until you reach to the other end. After you finish placing it, just continue on, grab your squeegee, remove all of the air, apply heat after you're done tacking everything down, and then trim off any excess material. So when it comes to installing the last piece that covers the rear section of the panel, you can start from either end. Just make sure wherever you start, you align it on the edge of the chrome panel. So align it there, make sure you have coverage on the top. You should be good there. And you would just go ahead and lift the film carefully and just use the lower half as a guide to align the rest of the film. So just follow the design. Basically the same process as how we did it with the other sides. Align it, grab your squeegee, tack everything down. Once everything's been tacked down, apply heat, and then trim off excess material. And then once we're done with this installation, we will move on to the last step, which is post-heating the entire panel. So with this one, you could use the low or the high setting. Just if you do use the high setting, keep in mind not to be too close and too concentrated on one area. Make sure you're spreading the heat all around evenly throughout the entire panel. That way we don't accidentally burn it. So take your time applying heat, and then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. So that concludes the installation video for the side chrome delete installation for the 2024 Honda Odyssey. We hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.